Morning. It's Tuesday morning, 6:30. I'm headed to meet with a customer for tomorrow's job. Both crews are out the door and headed to their respective locations. I didn't get a chance to record any footage yesterday. It's kind of difficult. I have to be in the office a little bit more, trying to help Emma, who's trying to help in the office. Since she has to do that, she's not able to come out in the field and take videos. Yesterday I didn't even make it to any of the job sites. The guys did a good job and customers are happy. Today should be the same deal. Josh's crew is out in St. Albans doing an 1.5-inch top coat on someone's driveway. That's a pretty straightforward job. And Chad is down in Essex doing 2 gravel driveways. And then he and Chris need to move the Kubota excavator to Underhill to prepare for tomorrow's job. And where I'm going is Hyde Park, where we are going to be digging out the floor of a barn so the customer can put down a moisture barrier and insulation. And then we are going to go back and backfill with new gravel. So I'm going to go up there and scope it out again, talk to the customer, and get ready to move in what we need to in the morning to get that done. Josh is going to do that tomorrow. So things have been pretty stressful. Trying to figure out how things were organized in the office. I got to get a bunch of bills paid. Our monthly expenses during the summer are usually around $70,000. So I need to make sure that everything's paid since tomorrow is the end of the month. So I've got a few places to look at today and then head back to the office and get some bills paid. I've got an interview to do at 4 for a prospective candidate for the administrative assistant position. So the sound is pretty good talking to him. So we'll just see how it goes in person. The positives are we are still covered up in work, and we still have lots to do. The season is halfway through. Summer's flying by. It's already going to be August. Postponed my 10 o'clock appointment to 10:30 so I could come down and check out what these guys are up to. Looks like things are well orchestrated. So this driveway already had its binder coat down a couple of years ago. So we are here doing the top coat, 1.5-inch type 4. So we'll get out and see what they're up to. Probably paving. Franklin County, Vermont. It's very flat. And it continues to get flat down to Lake Champlain. And then you go over into upstate New York. And it continues being flat. Very different than the rest of Vermont, that's for sure. 2 jobs concurrently this morning, but one of the guys was out with some family stuff going on, so had to consolidate crews. Chad and Josh's crew are going to work up in Hyde Park. We're going to dig out the floor of a barn and then come back and backfill it when the customer's done doing what he's doing. So actually worked out pretty good schedule wise. It's supposed to rain in a little bit, so this is a good job for rain. But we'll head up, check that out. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, I don't know. We moved the 289 up there yesterday. We moved the Kubota to Chad's next job, which is just putting a swale in behind someone's house. And tomorrow we got a driveway, and we are doing a paving job. So anyway, when we get up to Hyde Park, I'll show you what we're up to. Who's this jackass parked in the road? Oh, it's Matt. Alright, we are here, getting ready. Trailer's semi-clean. We've got the triaxle for half a day, and it's going to the shop to get new bushings for the tag axle. Hopefully they can get it in and out. So we got this barn. It's a dirt floor, pole barn. And we're going to dig out the inside. Going on? It's Wednesday afternoon, 5 o'clock, 5:30 I guess. Good day today. Guys got some jobs done. Still trucking. Had an interview with a guy for possible administrative assistant. And also was given 2 days notice by one of our truck drivers. So the hits just keep on coming. Good morning. It's Thursday morning, August 1st. Down here in Williston, it's about 8 o'clock. We get started every morning at 6. I've got a supervisor out today with some medical stuff going on with his family, so I moved around my sales calls so that I can get over and check up on the paving guys this morning. They're over in St. Albans. So luckily the people that I luckily the people I was meeting, they could all move up their appointments this morning for me. So the way I had arranged things this year was I would look at jobs. I would look at 4 jobs a day, 10, 11, 12, and 1. And that way I could get crews started and check up on them at the end of the day. But lately, being a little short-staffed, I'm changing things up. After learning that one of the drivers was leaving yesterday, I came into the office last night from about 8 to 10 and went over our workload and basically came to the realization that I shouldn't be taking on much more work. As of right now, we've got about 65 to 70 days worth of work on the schedule. There's only 83 work days left between now and Thanksgiving, and that's including, taking into account holidays and weekends. So my 65 days of workload doesn't take into account weather. So I basically decided that I will not take on any more work, and I will not hire an office person for the rest of the season. Their job was to answer phones and schedule sales leads, and if I don't need that, then I don't need someone answering the phone right now, and I can handle the back end accounting stuff on nights and weekends. So I think we're just going to shed that position for now, and the second driver we're going to try to replace, but if worse comes to worse, I will hop in the truck and do it myself. So it's always evolving, and as disappointing as it is to take that direction and feel as though I'm not growing the business as much as I want, I think that's the best thing to do right now. So hopefully, in theory, that'll all work out just fine. But so I took the ads down on social media and Google, and that'll save about $3,000 a month. But I can't stress enough to people who are running businesses, social media is absolutely where it's at. You know, obviously we produce our own commercials, and they're very catchy, catch people's eyes. I mean, we spent 4 months, we spent $12,000, and we brought in a little over $1 million just from social media. So I think it's definitely something that people ought to use. Forget placemat ads, forget radio, forget TV commercials, forget newspaper. Like, we live in a pretty rural area, and we're able to do that. So if you're just starting out or you're looking to scale your business, social media, absolutely. So anyway, I'm just gonna have some breakfast and go look at one sales job, and then I'm gonna go check on Chad and Matt, who are doing a quick swale project. I'll shoot some video of that, and then we'll head over to St. Albans and work with the paving guys. Hello. Alright, these guys are done here. Just finishing up straw. Chad's cleaning tracks, and they're going to head to the next one. wrapping up. Trying to wait for this last little bit to cool a little bit more so we can get these lines out. But she's all done. Last but not least, our third job of the day. Chad's just finishing up. It is another day. Friday, actually. We are here to start this new job. Customers getting the vehicles moved. Matt's gonna go turn around. We're gonna swing that trailer right in here where the Volkswagen is and let the ramps down on the grass. That way we're not gonna mark up the driveway with those steel tracks. I'm driving the silver truck right now. I got a load of sand on, and let's see how things are shaping up. Looks like they got the gate off. Drain right here. They plugged that. So we are filling in this pool.
Like this right here. Oh, we'll stack them right on there. Then we'll slide them off after.
First thing the guys are doing are popping off all these, I guess it's technically coping, but the blue stones that wrap around the pool. They're going to stack them up. Customer's going to use them for something, I guess. Get this liner ripped out. Get this metal out. And then we got a rental machine with a hammer coming in so we can get this bottom broken up. And I think we got 12 or 13 loads of sand fill coming in here that will be compacting in lifts. going on? As you can see, it was a pretty busy week. We had a lot of stuff going on. I don't even know how many projects I showed you, 5, 6. We did pretty good. Had a couple of people out for various reasons. I hopped in the Skidsteer, helped the guys on a paving project, and then there at the end I hopped in the Kubota, had AC, and helped do the pool project for the day. It was about 95 degrees and 95% humidity, like it has been pretty much all summer, and getting going on that project. We finished the day at 8 loads, so however many that is, 14-yard loads. I think we probably need 4 more loads, but at this point I think the customer's going to have us possibly pave a pickleball court there, so we're establishing that this weekend. I gave them the prices on the paving and see if it's something they want to do. Originally we were going to bring it up to 3 inches below finish grade, and they were going to extend their patio, but it sounds like they might go the route of a pickleball court, so we may end up stopping with the sand and put fabric in, switch over to gravel, and put the base in for probably 2 inches pre-compaction worth of asphalt in the size of a pickleball court. We use type 4 asphalt for that, so it'll be really smooth. Then they can paint it if they want or do whatever, but so that's going to be probably the beginning of next week's video that you guys will see. I've basically come to the conclusion, you saw me thinking out loud this week, that I'm not going to replace the office person this year. I will probably replace them next spring during the off season and get them up to speed, just like we did with Shannon this season. So I'm thinking we're going to hire another driver. The person I interviewed last week was looking to transition from man to woman, driver to dispatcher or something in the office realm, and so he was thinking he might want to be my admin assistant, but he does have a Class A CDL, so I did tell him that I would be interested in hiring him for that. I'm just not sure if that's something he wants to do, but I do have 2 or 3 other candidates I can call back who have expressed interest in being our CDL driver. So yeah, so we'll get those people interviewed and get somebody hired. I'm not opposed to doing the driving right now, but I really don't want to do it all the time, and we've got plenty of work for 2 trucks, so I wouldn't be getting a whole lot of work done during the day other than driving, which would be a downer, but it would save me $1,500 bucks a week in salaries. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I know that our new International arrived in Maine, and it's going to be having the body put on. I'm assuming that the body will be getting put on quickly because the body arrived at their facility in April and they had to pay for it, and the chassis finally arrived this month, so I'm sure they'll get on it and have it to us pretty quickly. So I think that's all I got for now. Revenue's been good, a lot of good jobs this week, people continuing to pay their bills. It's always a positive. Next week we've got a bunch of paving. While we were doing this pool project, Josh and his guys were over in the same town, Williston actually, on the other side of town, prepping for a pretty good size paving job. I think it's around 50 ton, and they had that finished and prepped by the end of the day, so you guys will see that Monday. Monday we're supposed to finish the pool project, or at least get it prepped for whatever's going to happen next, get everything else cleaned up. I've got to send somebody to backfill that barn and get that leveled in with the laser and get that compacted. So, and after that I think I've got 2 or 3 large projects where we have to go in first, do some drainage, get it all prepped, and then pave the following day. So we will be we'll have another jam-packed video next week. So I edited down about 2 hours of footage, and I got this video to around half an hour, 35 minutes. So I felt like it was pretty packed full of content from end to end. So anyway, I will catch you guys on the next one.